Bonjour, mon amis, and I'm keeping this one this time. Welcome to another week of the Platinum Draft League. I am here today because we are prepping for our Week 8 battle against Dravos and the Bellingham Klefkes. We are coming into this after our big win against Mr. Lokodai last week, so we're in a very good spot. I'd say we have a very high chance of making playoffs. The only way I see us not making playoffs is if we make a couple big losses. So right now we just want to try and win as much as we can, or we just want to try and keep it as even as possible. Even if I get 1-0'd, I think we're still good, because hopefully next week against the Wen we should have an easy battle, and then we'll have to worry about this week and the last week. But for now, we're going to focus on this week against Mr. Dravos. So we're going to take a look at his team. I'll show you what I have built and we'll go through it from there. So Mr. Dravos has built somewhat of a name for himself because he has a very scary team, including the #1 Mon on the kill leaders list, which we will get to. He has Tapu Koko, Gliscor, Empoleon, Gudra, Komala, Levani, Azelf, Weezing, Single Strike Urshifu. He has Dusknoir instead of Drifblim, Mega Charizard Y, and then Regirock instead of Rotom Frost. He did make a couple changes, so I just note them here. Fortunately, we don't have updated versions of these little icons yet, but it's good enough. So just know he does not have Drifblim and he does not have Rotom. He has Dusknoir and Regirock instead. But the rest of the team is still very threatening. As I said before, Mega Charizard Y is currently the top Pokemon on the kill leaders list. It dwarfs any Pokemon near it by at least 2 to 3 kills, which is very scary, and it's understandable why with Sun, boosted power with things like Weather Ball or boosted Fire Blast. He gets access to Solar Beam for water types. He also has a lot of other threatening Pokemon. He has Tapu Koko, which can set up its own electric terrain, and he gets access to tons of scary moves like Thunderbolt and Play Rough and Wild Charge. He's got bulky Pokemon in Gliscor and Empoleon and Gudra, who are all there, can tank hits and can deal decent damage back. Urshifu Single Strike, which even without its signature move is still scary because it can put out a lot of damage, and it's got a nice combo typing there of Fighting in Dark. But yeah, he could also try and do some strats with a Chlorophyll Levani. I don't think he's tried them before, but I know he probably wants to, so he might try it this week. But I feel like I've prepared thoroughly. I've had someone look over the team already, so I'm less worried about that. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to show you the team, and we're going to tell you the plans. So first up, we have the long-awaited turn of Barney the Dragonite. He's been out for a couple weeks now, but I figured this would be the perfect time to bring him in with an Assault Vest, because this is our #1 answer to a Mega Charizard Y, because fire moves don't do much, grass moves don't do much. He could try to go for Flying Stab, but that's why we have Assault Vest plus max special defense, is to help us tank those hits. We also have a lot of HP and then a little bit speed. We're running Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Ice Punch, and Extreme Speed. E-Speed is good because it allows me to out priority anything, and even though we don't have any attack investment, our base 134 attack still gives us enough to do a lot of damage to most of his team. Plus I have things like Stab, Dragon Claw, I have Earthquake for the Tapu Koko, and I have... okay, that didn't pop up. And I have Ice Punch for some things like Gudra. Because even without this, Gudra's not very defensive, it's especially defensive, so I think we do like nearly all of its health on single Ice Punch, and by having a little bit of investment, we can guarantee outspeed it as long as it doesn't have any speed investment itself. Yeah, so this thing's here to be a check to Mega Charizard Y, and it can do big damage to anything that wants to swap into it. So that's the main purpose for Mr. Barney here, Mr. or Mrs. Barney, sorry. Up next we have the Big Kahuna of our Alolan Raichu. We have the Life Orb for extra damage. This is actually going to be hopefully very good, because as I said before, Tapu Koko can set up its own terrain. And if it sets up terrain, then we instantly get Surge Surfer, which will double our speed, making us the fastest thing on the field. Plus we have Rising Voltage, which, while weaker than Thunderbolt General, if we can get if the terrain goes up, then it becomes twice as powerful and becomes base 140, which is scary. We also have Psychic to do some Psychic Stab, Surf for the Gliscor, and Nasty Plot in case we want to predict the swap and get a boost on. Probably for Pokemon like the aforementioned Goodra. So yeah, this thing is here to be a offensive threat, especially if we bring Koko and get the terrain up. That's going to be very good for us because we'll outspeed everything, and we have a nice base 140 Rising Voltage to hit almost anything with, and we have coverage for the rest. So this will be very good as long as Koko is here. Even if Koko's not here, we're still faster than everything besides the Koko and the Azelf, so we should be able to do some big damage to anything anyways, but with the terrain up it would be even better. Next up we have our Hitmontop. I decided to run kind of a mix of physical and defensive here. I know most times he's either purely physical or purely defensive or purely offensive. I decided to do a little bit of a mix set here. He does have Rocky Helmet. This will just let us take some hits and get some chip damage on some of his physical attackers. But we're running Technician with Mach Punch, Triple Axle, Close Combat, and Rapid Spin. Because when I was talking with the person building my team, and even if you look at his team right now, he doesn't have a lot of good answers to a Triple Axle swap. And the few he does take big damage, especially with Technician, and then I can just hit him with other things. The only exception would be Wheezing, which I do think he brings, but we have lots of other answers for Wheezing, so I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, this thing is here. It's going to be somewhat of a physical wall, but it's also going to scare mons out and do some big damage thanks to Technician boosted Priority and Technician boosted Triple Axle. And then we also have CC for that extra fighting stab or rapid spin, so we can remove rocks. Alright. Then next up, we have our Tangrowth. Tangrowth is another mon who took a couple weeks off but is back. We're not running your average Tangrowth set, as you can see here. Originally, I was going to have Salazzle in this spot, but when I was talking to the person who I had help me build this team, they suggested that I could run Chlorophyll and run a certain amount of speed, because if the Mega Charizard Y comes, which I don't see why it won't come, then with this Chlorophyll and with this speed we should be faster than everything, including the base 130 Tapu Koko. With Jolly, plus we have Power Up, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Rock Slide just for a lot of coverage, and then we also have Expert Belt, so we can boost super effective damage, which may seem situational, but it does matter a bit for certain Pokemon who might be able to tank a hit normally, especially since we're not running too much attack. But I was able to run some HP as well, so we can still be somewhat physically bulky, but he is here to be kind of a scary Sun Sweeper, which hopefully Dravos is not expecting. Excuse me. Alright, now we have our Palossand. Palossand is here. It's doing what it does. It's being our rock setter. It's also a good check to Tapu Koko, and it can help check another few months since I'm running some special defense. I decided to run Earth Power over Scorching Sands just for that extra damage on certain mons like Goodra. Plus we have Shadow Ball, Shore Up, and Stealth Rock. This is just a plain old set, but I felt this would be a good set to bring just to put those rocks up, because especially since he has Mega Charizard Y who takes 50% to rocks, if we can get those up and we can get rid of his hazard removers, then we'll be golden. But that's going to be tricky because, as you can see from the list here, he has multiple defoggers and a single rapid spinner. Yeah, because he got rid of Driftblim and Rotom, but he still has Empoleon, he still has Gliscor, he still has Coco, and he has Komala for rapid spin. So he has a lot of potential to get those hazards off, and I'm not helping his case because I'm not running Defog, I'm running rapid spin. So that way I'll get rid of my hazards, but not his. But yeah. And the final Pokemon we're bringing is our Mega Blastoise. This is just your normal Mega Blastoise set. We have Stab Water Pulse boosted by the Mega Launcher. We have Ice Beam for partially Gliscor. It also hits some other mons. Very good. But it's mainly there for Gliscor because it's quad. I don't really know what the damage is looking like, but I think Sun will drop Water Pulse, but it won't drop Ice Beam, so that'll be good for that. Plus we also have it for hitting Goodra and maybe Leavanny if it comes. Aura Sphere to combat Empoleon and Urshifu, and then another Rapid Spin. I was gonna have something else here. Oh, Flash Cannon. I was gonna run Flash Cannon, but then when I talked to the person, they said Flash Cannon's not gonna matter much because the Coco, the mon who I want to run it for, is neutral to it because it's part electric. And technically water is still neutral, so it would be better to just do Water Pulse than to do Flash Cannon. So you said just bring Rapid Spin, so we have a potential for a late game setup, or even just to get rocks off. Because he also has the chance to set up webs if he runs Leavanny, so having two spinners honestly isn't the worst idea. Plus, with Rapid Spin on Blastoise, I can get a little bit of setup and I can outspeed some of his slower team members. That can be good. But yeah, that's the team we're looking at. I will give us one quick run through. So, I am still a bit worried about Mr. Dravos' team. He's got a lot of scary potential. He could bring mons I'm not expecting, or he could bring what I'm expecting and it'll still be scary because I don't know how he likes to build his mons. I know he's going to definitely bring probably 2 hazard removers, so I'll want to make sure I watch out for those, and I want to make sure I can try and keep Palossand somewhat healthy so that way it can sit up. And I think the big thing here is it's going to be a war of attrition, and it's going to be a matter of can my walls stand up against his wall breakers, which I'm hoping is the case. We should be able to outlive his wall breakers, and we should be able to put in some good effort. But yeah, so this is the team, and I will see you all for the Week 8 battle. Sorry about that, I'm going to have to cut out the entrance. So we're joined in. I just realized that my mic has been muted the whole time, so that kind of sucks, but we're going to be good from here on out. As I was saying to myself, I guess, looking at his team, he brought almost exactly what I was expecting, except he didn't bring Coco, and he brought both. He brought both Gliscor and Goodra. So that kind of sucks for Raichu because he can't get Surge Surfer, but it does mean that we will be faster than everything because now his fastest thing is Zard at 100. He didn't bring Azelf either, which would have been 115, but so that means Raichu is faster than his whole team. So that gives us a big advantage, but I'm going to be leading with Raichu. Normally a scenario like this, I could lead Blastoise because I see the Megazard or the Gliscor coming in, but the Megazard comes in and it clicks Solar Beam on me, then I'm taking like almost all my health, only for like a 30% return. So I'm gonna lead Gliscor, or I'm gonna lead Raichu instead. So that way I can either Rising Voltage, or I can click Surf, or I can just Nasty Plot if I think he's gonna swap. because it's very likely he just swaps into Gudra, because Gudra is a nice special tank. But we are waiting on Mr. Javos to pick a move, or pick a mon to start with. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see here, I predict almost his whole team. Except I predicted one of the two of them to come, but he brought both of them and he left Coco at home. Which makes sense because it makes it so that I can't be faster than his entire squad with Raichu, but it also kinda sucks. Ooh, he went with the Urshifu lead. He's playing a reading game. So I know this Urshifu is going to put a good chunk into anything I bring out. So all that it's a matter of is what wants to take a chunk from this. Hitmontop takes a lot, so that's kind of worrying. That is if he clicks a fighting move. If he clicks a dark move, he should be pretty fine. Palisand gets pummeled by dark moves. Mega Blastoise gets a little bit pummeled by both. Tangrowth, I didn't run bulky this week. Oh god. Running Sun Tangrowth might be your downfall here. I think my best bet is to go into the offensive Hitmontop. So that way I can come in, I'll tank a hit, get a little bit of chip, and then even if he kills this thing early, that's fine because we have an extra spinner in the back, so that's what I'm going to do. He does Darkest Lariat, which does little damage. We get him with the Rocky Helmet, so that's very good. Alright, we're in a good spot. His obvious play is to go Wheezing here. Let's go Big Wheeze and just wall me out, because that's what Wheezing wants to do here. He also might send out Gliscor, but he knows there's a very good chance I have Triple Axle. I'm just gonna click Close Combat, honestly, but this is banded. I don't think he has a band. If I look at Darkest Lariat damage, yeah, he's not a band. So let me take that off. So yeah, I was just calculating for a band, but he's clearly not a band. I'm just gonna click CC, because he shouldn't kill me with anything, and if he decides to stay in and try to get some damage off, then we should be able to kill in a turn. I don't know what he has. He might have Chople. He might be running Chople Berry just to counter me. Or something else. But I don't know. I don't know what to give you. But it's not a life orb, it's not a ban. I don't know what I'm thinking so much. Whatever. Whatever, give him a Scarf instead. So he does swap into Wheezing, like I said. It is a Rocky Helmet. Oh. I was gonna say I don't have Sleep Powder, but I don't want to eliminate any of my potential threats. So I won't say that I'm not running Sleep Powder. I think my best bet here, he probably just wants to Toxic. I think my best bet here is to swap back into Raichu and just get some damage off. Because this is good, because I don't think Wheezing can heal unless it's running Pain Split. So that means that the Weezing is gonna have limited time uses, kind of like my Dragonite, but let's see. We will see. But yeah, because before this, Dravos was saying he was a bit nervous and he had to. We were originally gonna battle like a couple, like 10 or 15 minutes ago, but he said that he had a error he had to fix, and it took him a while. Then apparently he said he was going with team number 6, which means he's built at least 6 teams, and none of them have kind of done what he wanted them to do. So hopefully we're in a good spot. Like I said in my week 7 video, if we can win this fight by a good margin, then we are almost guaranteed a playoff spot. So I have to win this. I have to. So we're going to win this. He's also taking a lot of time to think of these moves. Like I said, I think the main thing he's going to do is he's just going to click Toxic, which is fine. Marchu still puts in work here, but not that much. Yeah, and Psychic and Oko. I mean, he might not be running Toxic, he might be running Willow. So we shall see. But yeah, he already said that he's gonna have a lot to talk about in the interview, which is good, because we like having nice interviews. And we're gonna be out soon. Because I don't know, I might do interviews for playoffs, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know what's happening. Okay, I thought something went wrong, but he's just taking a long time. When he said I thought he made an error with his set, so I was gonna back out and wait, but he just said he's apologizes for taking long. So it's whatever. I'm trying to think of what he has. I don't know what the Urshifu has because it's not banned. It's not Life Orb. It could be a Scarf. That might be why he stayed in, is because it's a Scarf. That's what I'm gonna think. I'm gonna think the Urshifu is probably a Scarf. Weezing's Rocky Helmet. The Goodra is probably gonna be Assault Vest to tank special hits. Gliscor is going to be Toxic Orb because it has Toxic Heal. Charizard obviously has the Mega Charizardite Y, and then I think Empoleon's going to be Leftovers. But he could surprise me, but I definitely think Urshifu is scarfed based on how he kept it in against Raichu when I could have had Focus Blast. Although I don't know why I could click Focus Blast, but the fact he didn't click something like Sucker Punch and just went for Darkest Lariat makes me think he is a Scarf. Weezing, we already see, has Rocky Helm. Charizard's Mega, so it has Mega Stone. Gliscor almost always has the Toxic Orb because it gets Toxic Heal, which is better than Leftovers. And the Goodra and the Empoleon I don't know, but I'm just saying the most likely sets. Because Assault Vest would help it tank the special hits, which it can't really tank with this team, and then Leftovers to try and keep your Defogger alive. But he is sure thinking. I might just end up cutting this at some point. But I don't know. I said I would cut it for the Angie fight, and I didn't end up cutting anything. But we have been sitting here for a hot minute or two. I think he's just stressed, honestly. Because he said he had a problem with the team before, and then he said he is Team 6. Oh, we picked a move. Oh! I see. He's setting up the toxic spikes. I would say we nasty plot here, but now that I'm thinking the Urshifu has a scarf, there's not really a point. I think my safest bet is to just click Rising Voltage and just get some damage on the Wheezing or whatever comes in. Because if I click Psychic and the Dark type comes in, I'm going to regret it, so I'm just going to click Rising Voltage. But yeah, the spikes is going to be tricky, especially since neither of my spinners have boots to prevent it, so in the end, depending on the end game, I might have to sack spinner early. He does go into the Gudra. That is definitely Assault Vest. Gudra. Yeah, that's definitely Assault Vested. So now the question is, what am I gonna do in return? I think honestly my best play is going to be... Oh, but wait, you're not faster, but you can tank hits. I think my best bet might be... Oh, but you don't tank too. I was gonna say my best bet is to bring out Hitmontop to scare it out with the triple, but... I don't really have anything I want to swap in right now. I think I will throw the Hitmontop in, just because it can probably tank a hit. And then just dish out some damage, depending on what his special attack investment is. It does go raw for the Draco, yeah. Alright, but now this thing is weak. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in Dragonite, because it doesn't get hit by the T-Spikes. And what is he going to swap to here is the question. Does he stay in? Thinking I can't kill him? Does he swap out? He's looking at the calcs. Dragonite. I do 92, so there's a small chance that I can OHKO here, depending on the thing. But I don't think he can do that much damage to me because he just dropped his special attack with Draco. So I'm just gonna click Dragon Claw, because he also didn't bring his fairy type, aka Coco. He does go back into the Wheezing, so that's unfortunate because we break our multi-scale. He's probably going to go for another layer of Toxic Spikes, I'm thinking. So honestly, I'm just gonna bring in the Blastoise. Bring in the Blast Boy. He's probably gonna go back into Gudra here. The Self-Ice Gudra can kind of tank, which is unfortunate, but we're gonna have to do what we can. I don't think it can do much in return. Yeah, back into Gudra. We're gonna spin the hazards away. And I know we're definitely faster than it now. I think I just want to go shot for shot right now. If I can get this Gudra gone, that will be great for the long game. So I'm just gonna go shot for shot with it right now. It does go raw for the Draco. That does a lot. He swaps to Empoleon here. That's smart. Yep, it's that. Okay. God, that Gudra is causing me problems. I don't like the scarf. I don't. I think he's just gonna go back. I'm gonna nasty plot. I'm thinking he stayed in. Oh god. He's getting up rocks. Well, even though Rising Voltage is kind of weak, it does Oko. So I'm just gonna click it. He doesn't have a swap here, so he could go. I just realized clicking Rising Voltage isn't safe either because he's got Gliscor on the back. Shit, but we do tons of damage to Gliscor, so I'm just gonna click it. If Gliscor swaps in, then we can knock it out with the Surf. But if anything else comes in, then it's tanking a hit, and then we're going to have to take on the Urshifu. God, I think bringing non-bulky Tangrowth is going to be my downfall. I think non-bulky Tangrowth is going to be my downfall because he hasn't even tried to get Zard on the field yet. He has not even tried to get Zard on the field. But if he gets Zard on the field, then we'll be in a good spot. But hold on, Tangrowth. Let's look at my Tangrowth set. Let's look at Urshifu. Choice Scarf. He is faster than us with Sun, so yeah, that's a problem. He let the thing stay in. He sent out the Gudra next. What are you thinking, Trav? Does he think the Gudra can tank this? I mean, it's possible, but it's not gonna tank it well. Golden Raichu +2. It is gonna tank. Shoot. Do I keep the Raichu? But who would I swap in with? He's probably just gonna click Draco again. I'm not risking it. Wait. Because according to this calc, even without special defense and just having the Assault Vest, he guaranteed lives a +2 Psychic. I should have brought Psyshock. Why didn't I bring Psyshock? Psyshock's guaranteed Oko. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh, the Draco missed. Holy shit. Oh, if I stayed in and that Draco missed, oh god. But now we're here. But I'm gonna get my rocks up now, because if he still has a defogger, it's gonna be Gliscor. He has Surf. He's really packing Surf. That's insane. And that's gonna kill. Damn, I actually kind of wish... I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of wish it missed now. I actually kind of wishing that Draco didn't miss now. Honestly. But, whatever. See, because here's the thing. If I bring in something else, it's probably gonna die. Does Tangrowth have speed? It should. But it doesn't do nearly enough damage, bro. I think that's gotta be my play. Damn, I had such high hopes going into this, and then it's suddenly all going downhill. He either stays in and just clicks Draco again, or he swaps. He stayed in. The flamethrower. Oh my god. We're living on one. God, why? I honestly wish that the Draco didn't miss there. Bro. That's kind of a sad thing when you're wishing the attack didn't miss you. But if the Draco didn't miss, Paolo would still be alive. Tangrowth wouldn't be forced to stay in or die to rocks. I mean, honestly, best play here is he gets cocky, he brings out Zard early, which he's not. He stays in, he dies to Earthquake. Yeah, this does not look like a good match. I think at this point, I just need to keep the team alive. Or I need to do as much damage as possible. But honestly, looking at it now, he brings up the Gliscor. That's an interesting play. I think I knock off here just to make sure it can't heal. Gliscor. Because there's no point in me swapping this out. I think my best bet's just to knock off, get rid of the Toxic Orb. Ah, he's faster. Really, even with speed investment? Yeah, he's based 95. Alright, we're good. No investment, no investment, no investment. Who. But honestly, I think we just lose to Urshifu here. Bandit Urshifu, yeah. Does not Bandit Scarf. Yeah. I mean, if he's not Scarf, then we might still have a chance, but the Wheezing just kind of walls us. He's not Scarfed. shit, he's not a scarf. Bro, we still have a chance. Oh god. Dragonite has to get 3 kills here. But I'm pretty sure we just die to the wheezing. God damn it. Well, our multi-scale's broken. Oh yeah, no, I'll just put it in. 58. Our multi-scale's broken. Darkest Layer it wouldn't kill, but it'll do a lot. Yes! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. God, I really wish I packed Skill Shot. If I packed Skill Shot, I wouldn't be having this problem. I just gotta try. I just gotta try. Come on, Dragonite. Come on, Drake. No, Pain Split. We're alive! Ah! But we died to helmet. Damn. My fault. Okay, we're here. Say hi.
Hello, big fan.
Big fan. Alright. So we were talking before this, but I decided I had to abruptly start the recording because we were wasting all the good stuff. But yeah, so that was a very close match. We both had some situations. As you said, you built 6 teams for me.
They were really 5 of them were the same 5 Pokemon, and then I couldn't decide on a last spot. And then I ended up switching up 2 of them on the 6th team, which is the one I used. But yeah, I went through a lot of thought in this,
but it paid off for you in the end. But
yeah, it kind of did. I had so many ideas. I was looking at physical Charizard Y for a bit.
Physical Charizard Y?
But it lost so bad to Blastoise, so I abandoned that. But yeah, you would not have expected it. Flare Blitz, Dual Wing Beat, Dragon Dance.
Well, that's the Charizard Y is partially why I brought the Dragonite I did, because that was the only thing I had that could take a hit from it.
Yeah.
I had to give it max special defense and assault vest.
Well, if you would have not even max, just AV Hitmontop with max HP was a big threat. I don't think I could. Did I 2-hit KO it? Just the standard Hitmontop in the damage calc showdown usage. Oh yeah, Fire Blast did. Never mind.
Yeah.
But I couldn't switch in on it if you clicked like Triple Axle.
Well, that was the thing. I was hoping Triple Axle would do more, but you just kind of ran through that thing.
Yeah, I had to bring Weezing to punish a Triple Axle. Like, my team's so Triple Axle weak. I don't know how, but I was like, I've been going over calcs all day, and just been so afraid of some of the stuff.
That was part of it. I was looking over the team with Oak and I, and we both said, yeah, he kind of loses to Triple Axle.
Yeah.
But I knew you'd bring Weezing precisely for it.
Yeah, I'm sending you one of my Coco sets that I considered.
Alright, give me the Coco set. What is this? Telepathy set with dual screens? Oh god.
Yup.
Hold on.
It just didn't do anything though. Like, I had no speed control. I felt like I had nothing to clean up. I couldn't take hits from your freaking Raichu then. So I
Hey bro, no,
abandoned.
I saw you had no speed control. That's why I thought you were Scarf. There it is.
Only I'm dumb enough to bluff the speed control.
This is the set, people. I'm showing them the set because they couldn't see before, but here it is. This is the legendary Coco set he was gonna bring. God.
Would have worked if it wasn't for your meddling
It
Hitmontop.
would have worked.
Actually, it took an EQ from Hitmontop,
Mm.
but it just felt like not enough offense. I felt I had to be fairly offensive against you.
Yeah. Yeah, but luck. I don't know whether it's luckily, but I made some mistakes during that one, like not bringing skill shot when I knew I should have brought skill shot.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done against Scale Shot. Dragonite had me worried. I wasn't worried about Dragonite when I was prepping. And then immediately we got in the game, and I was like, I don't know what this Dragonite's doing.
Well, because
don't
I
know. This is a
thought if I
problem.
brought skill shot, I'm like, okay, I can get it off, I can build up speed, it'll be good. But then I realized I dropped my defense, and Urshifu can just sucker punch me whenever it wants to.
I did have Sucker Punch. I almost dropped Sucker Punch, but that's because I was considering a Scarf.
You're killing me here, Javos.
If I would have, I almost ran Choice Scarf, so that I always beat Raichu.
That's what I thought you were bringing. Ah.
But I didn't. I hate scarfing Urshifu, or not scarfing. Choice item Urshifu. I hate being locked in.
But sometimes you gotta do it.
No. Well, I'll just bluff
No.
the scarf.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I had your team basically picked to a T, but I thought it would either be Gudra or Gliscor, but you ended up bringing both.
Yeah. I mean, I don't try and like choose 6 because I already overlook Pokemon so much that I just try and like have
Well,
some sort
I
of
like
answer
to
for
I like to
everything.
build for the whole team, but I like to pick
Yeah.
6 specifically who I think are going to be threats.
True. Yeah, I think I do that without really realizing it then. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just dumb. But the 6 you brought were ones that I was throwing in the damage calc a lot. I was a little surprised to see no Ribombi, I think. Did it do something? Maybe I wasn't. I don't know.
It could have
But-
tried, but it got walled by Gudra. Doesn't do jack to Weezing. Walled by Empoleon. Yeah, it just kind of didn't do anything this week.
I was worried about Leopard as well, since I had Roost on Charizard, I had Roost and Swords Dance on Gliscor, Defog and Stealthrox. I had a lot of stuff that you could easily encore with Prankster. I was
Yeah.
scared about that. But it's an easy swap to Urshifu. So you can't Prankster that.
Yeah. But yeah, like, it was a good game overall. Came down to the wire.
Yeah, that was super close. I could have maybe played a little different with what's it called? No wait, that wouldn't have mattered. I was gonna say I could have SD'd with Gliscor against Tangrowth when you were at 1%, but
That wouldn't have mattered because it just came in with Raichu and O-Code.
dang, I almost ran Agility SD, Dual Wing Beat or EQ. But I was like, no, there's no way I get 2 setups off. But I probably could have against that Tangrowth. Maybe.
Probably.
Let's
I didn't
find
do
out
much.
real quick.
I had to be jolly, so I didn't put in much damage.
Yeah. Let's see. Tangrowth, Gliscor. Power Whip to 38 to 45 and after knockoff. I would have SD'd and then agility'd. Yeah, I could have. I could have done that.
Yeah.
But I would have had to assume that I was living your attacks, and I'm never gonna assume that. Like, well, I mean, I'm not gonna assume this tank growth set.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw in what's the most damage it can do to me. Let's say it's adamant 252. Yeah. Well, maybe I still would. I would have to hope you went for a knockoff first. Is what it is.
Yeah.
I was scared you were Rocky Helmet too, so no, I wouldn't have done that because I would want to survive. No, wait, I could just EQ. I don't know. This is all theory modding anyways.
Yeah.
But, ooh, I was excited for Gliscor this week because ground flying is perfect neutral coverage on all but like 15 mons, excluding abilities. I really wanted Charizard to get a lot of kills because I've been watching. So Mega Lucario from last season had like 21 kills in 8 games. Charizard before this game was at 6 games with like 13 kills. I needed 9 in the next 2 to beat it. And then it went and got 0, so now it's impossible.
Oh wow.
I don't know, it's kind of a loss overall for me.
But yeah, it was a very close fight. Your team definitely sort of just kind of pushed right through my defenses. Yeah.
It's kind of my plan. I didn't think I could wall a lot of your mons, so I just went for trying to be offensive low.
Mm-hmm.
Did we play last season? Yeah, you beat me last season, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so our record is 2-1 in favor of me, I think. Because I think I beat you season 1.
Maybe? I don't remember season 1.
I think I did, because I think that's how I got the playoff spot.
I think I lost my playoff spot to Brandon.
No, maybe. I'm checking the season 1 doc real quick. I think we played in like week 6. No. We played in was it week 7? No, it wasn't week 8, was it? No, I know we played. Oh, it was earlier, wasn't it?
Hold on, I'm looking too.
Week 3, yeah, I 2-0.
Oh yeah, yeah, 2-0. So yeah, we're 2-1 right now.
Yeah. That was a tough match that time too. I remember that. That was good.
Yeah, we fought. We've been pretty close for all 3 seasons.
Were we close last season? I felt like you blew me out of the
so.
water.
No, I don't think so. I think it was close.
Schedule. Oh, that's right. You brought Garchomp and you destroyed me. You 3-0'd me. Okay, it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was
super close.
That was Blunder Policy Garchomp.
Oh, that just destroyed me.
Mm-hmm. Good times. Alright, well, I think this is a good spot to end our little interview. Thank you for joining me here, sir.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for a good game.
Yeah, and I wish you best of luck in your chances at making the playoffs.
Thank you. You as well. I hope to make our record 3-1 in playoffs.
Alright. Take care.
You too.
Alright. So that was Dravos. So I'll speak for my own team again. So looking at it, I could have made some changes. Obviously I wanted Rising Voltage because I thought Coco would be there, but it probably would have been safer to pack Thunderbolt. And I probably should have had Psy Shock so I had something to answer the Goodra who walled me, but that's all hindsight, unfortunately. So taking a look at the current standings, if they're updated. They are. We're still in the top. We're 4-4. we are still in a very good spot to make playoffs. We're in the top 5 now, so we're still in a good spot to try and make playoffs. Next week, hopefully, should be an easy match because we are going up against the Kansas City Keldios, and the Kansas City Keldios decided they were going to draft a meme team this time, so they are hard to find. They're right here. They have a team of all bug types, as you can see here. All of these are bug, so his team is very weak to stealth rock. It's very weak to flying and fire, which we have arguably some of the best in the league. I definitely think that our fire, flying, and all those mons are going to be good this week. I think Salazzle's going to be great. I think Dragonite can probably be great. I even think Aegislash can be great just because he doesn't have a lot to sort of hit us back with. But yeah, hopefully next week should be an easy battle. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to be the first person to lose to Yi Wen, because as you can see so far, he's 0-7. So who does he fight? He fights Locodai. So if he wins Locodai, then I have a little bit less heat, but I definitely think I need to win this match for sure, which can almost guarantee me my spot depending on how other people do. So that will be the goal. We're going to go in, we're going to squash some bugs, but that is all for this week. So thank you to everyone who watched. And this has been really fun, and we still got 2 more weeks to go, and hopefully more as well. So thank you all again, and I will see you in week 9.